Hey everyone, as I'm getting ready to leave this morning, this abuela came by and gave me the thumbs up. Man, she was awesome. I would follow her into battle. Just had such a cool air about her. And I'm on the road here, and that's like 4 people on that little bike. That's crazy to me. And this is a really interesting example of the motorcycle culture and how they ride and interact in traffic. Look at them all zipping up. They're filtering up to the stoplight, and they just pack in all around and squeeze in where they can. And then look at this. This is crazy. Over here to the right, I'm not sure why there were so many motorcycles here, but it was insane. I have never seen a gathering of motorcycles like this anywhere. Look at them all. Isn't that incredible? If you know what that's about, please let me know. In this episode, we're experiencing roadblocks, mountains, and tunnels. Oh my. I'm Rick, and this is the Bactrian, and we are traveling around the world. We rode across the United States, then I shipped the bike to Germany, then traveled south through Europe and into Turkey. I spent a month touring around Turkey, and then turned south and went into Iraq, then Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Then it was a plane ride to Kenya, then Uganda, Tanzania, Zambia, Botswana, Namibia, and South Africa. Then a ship to Uruguay, and I'm currently exploring South America. Please join me on my adventure. Little flashback to Prague there for you. Hey, thank you so much everyone for supporting me, not only financially, but on YouTube and all that stuff. If you give me a thumbs up, that'd be really great. So as I continue towards Bogota, I'm leaving Popayán and I'm heading towards Ibague. There's some pretty significant mountains in between here and there, so it'll be interesting. And some other interesting stuff too. So lots of construction. Colombia is very busy improving their roadways, and it's great. I appreciate it, but I got lost, of course, because the GPS isn't caught up to the construction yet. I thought I had to turn here, but no, GPS is like, you got to go back to where you were. I'm like, U-turn. Unfortunately, it was fairly painless, but it's frustrating. I feel like I'm wasting time, and it's just frustrating to be lost all the time. But this is going to be great when it gets all straightened out. And I'm like, okay, am I on the right road for sure? And so I'm looking at Waze, and it's close. It's not exact. And I'm like, these are probably new roads and they're just not updated yet. So this is what part of the construction is like. We're going to see some more of this. And just kind of zip through it quick here. And although there is some pretty intense traffic culture in Colombia, generally I didn't feel like I was going to be run over. Look at this guy holding onto the truck when he's riding his bike. That's crazy. And there was some troops around, but not as many as the other day. There was a couple shots of them. You can see they're getting ready to put in a lot of road here. And for the most part, people are really nice, really easy to get along with. So it was starting to look like rain, and it was a little bit cool, actually. I was like a little chilly. So I get my rain gloves on there while we're hurry up and stopped at the construction area. And then I made it through, no problem. I didn't need to rush that fast. And then some more people waving. So this is what it's like going through most of the construction. I sped this up quite a bit, but this will give you a good idea. Lorries everywhere, and it's just kind of changing from, a little bit muddy and rough and a little sparse tarmac here and there. And you're just zigzagging through. You've got to be on your game. So then we kind of get out of the hills, and we're getting into more of the flat farmland area and all kinds of vegetation. It's so beautiful. The trees and everything is just remarkable. A lot of agriculture, really something. And it started to really warm up now that I got out of the hills, so I get those gloves off. and hurry up and get back on the road. But yeah, very agricultural center here, and lots of horses. I was surprised by how many horses there were. And there's some horsepower, and then horsepower of a different sort. But yeah, and there's another horse back there off to the left. But you see how lush and green it is, these big, beautiful trees, and yeah, really remarkable. I love it. And all kinds of cool vehicles, the old Land Cruiser, yeah, really great. And then this old pickup is so fun, right? I love it. They have a lot of old vehicles that are in great shape. And I saw this Alaska sign. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Pretty far from Alaska. Oh, look at these people running here off to the right, and then they are gonna crawl up onto this truck. Oh, look at this guy on the right carrying those big old poles on his scooter. But look at it, those people in the middle climbing up that vehicle. They hitched a ride on there, but they're in the back and they're climbing up there as it's moving. Oh, that's so scary to me. Oh, I did not want to have to take care of an injured person. And then the police asked me to pull over, and immediately I lead with, I'm sorry, my Spanish is terrible. And this guy's like, okay. He laughs, gives me the thumbs up. But I try to explain what I'm doing, where I'm going, where I've been, and mostly just to let them know that, I'm on my way out. I'm trying to get to Bogota, and I'm going to put the motorcycle on a plane and get to Panama. So they let me go. They were cool, and just checking. So I get up here, and I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of lorries. And so I get around the lorries, and I speed up to the front of the line as usual. This is very typical. I don't feel like I'm breaking any laws or cultural norms. And I'm sitting up here, and this guy starts talking to me. He says, you have to go around. It's blocked up here. And I'm like, okay. I don't know how to get around. But he's like, yeah, you're not going forward. I'm like, okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that information. And yeah, he was super cool. He was just chilling. So again, I didn't know where to go, what to do. So I go into this town and find this road, and everybody else is here too. Like, oh, maybe this was a mistake. But again, what else was I gonna do? I don't know. So it's really backed up, and obviously been backed up for a long time. And then there were people just kind of hanging out everywhere. I was like, oh, what's this about? And I get up here, and then this dude wouldn't move his motorcycle. This other guy came up and talked to me, and he got him to move his bike, and I was very appreciative because I didn't have enough space to get by. Everybody thinks the motorcycle is much smaller than it actually is. And, with the panniers and everything on it, it's really large. And people are used to the teeny tiny motorcycles. I don't know what that guy wanted, what he was talking about. So they like, just go. And I'm like, I can't. There's not enough space. And so I'm wiggling through there, and I actually caught this motorcycle. My panniers get caught on the back of this bike. And this guy comes over and he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to tell you, I can't make it. I'm too big. And then I finally get through. He helped me. And people are going up this little strip here. And I'm like, okay. But it was a pretty big jump to get onto the asphalt. The cops came by, and they were totally cool. They actually helped me. They didn't get me onto the roadway, but they were like trying to help, and I was very grateful. Look at this machine gun this guy has slung around his neck. Look at that thing. Oof. Yeah, it was very difficult. It was way too high to bump up on. It was probably 8-10 inches. This dude in the helmet was super helpful. And there was a couple other people that were helping me, but I had to take the bag off the back. It was just way too much weight, and I couldn't get the momentum I needed to get up that big old lip on the asphalt. So I got busy getting that bag off of there, and See, it's almost to the axle levels. It's pretty high up there to get up the onto the tarmac. That woman there, she helped a ton. They were so great. Take the bag off, and then success. And it was definitely a group effort. There was probably 4 or 5 people helping me, not counting the police. And I look back, there was a big barricade. Look at that barricade. I don't know what the demonstration was. I didn't want to know, but kind of crazy, like how much impact that barricade had. But the kindness of strangers once again. And look at all these lorries and cars backed up for miles and miles. It was crazy. And then again, I'm in the farmland, and the cows, they don't care about the roadblock. They're just chilling in the sun and the shade. Yeah, they were awesome. And it was so fun. It's such a beautiful area. Another friendly biker. Again, we're going to run into a stinky guy here in a minute, but most everyone is awesome on the road. They're so friendly, and I really appreciate it. Look at that building. Isn't that funny? That big cow. And there are several motorcycles, some big ones. I want to know what this one is. I can't tell. I couldn't see it well enough to see if that was a Harley or not. And this guy's carrying an old phonograph. It was pretty crazy. So then we start climbing the hills, and these are serious hills. Hard to see how steep it is here, but these are steep hills. And I'm so grateful this was 2 lanes so I could get around the lorries and stuff, and they were really great. They would move over and all that. But these were big mountains and so steep. Now look over there. Look at that. Yeah, beautiful. But yeah, they're definitely challenging. But the tarmac was perfect, and it really made it doable. And if you look down there, you can see the trucks moving. I slowed it way down so you could see them moving. Yeah, way down there. And this is a crazy road system through here. So these are great roads on the motorcycle. It's all twists and turns and curves, and really, like I said, beautiful tarmac, 2 lanes, awesome. And so zipping up here, and we get up to the top, and I didn't know that there were going to be all these tunnels. This was a big surprise to me, but really wonderful. And they all had different names. And so I post the names. You can see the name above the tunnel, but I also post the name in the English below there. And it was fun. Again, I wasn't expecting it, so it was a very welcome surprise. And I just did a Google Translate on some of these names, so forgive me if they're not 100% on the money. But this tunnel coming up here, the tunnel of the line, right here. Look at the surrounding area. Oh my gosh, it's just stunning. So dramatic. And then there's the name there on the side. But this is the longest tunnel in North and South America. Crazy. It was 5.8 kilometers long, which is just over 5 miles. It was a long tunnel. I didn't do the whole thing. I edited out a big chunk in the middle there. But yeah, this must have been quite the project. I can't imagine what the budget was for this road system. Not only with this beautiful 2-lane tarmac, 2-lane in one direction, but then all the tunnels as well. And then working in this area with these steep mountains, and I'm sure it rains here like all the time. I was very grateful it was a dry day today. But yeah, and then I wonder too how much commerce this roadway supports, because it was full of lorries all the time. So the amount of commerce that this road system supports has got to be astronomical. A main hub right into Bogota here eventually. That's where I'm headed to. But yeah, really, really great. So much fun. And again, such a welcome surprise. So then we get out of the tunnels, and there's some villages and towns along the way, and it gets pretty congested. in those areas. Look at those little trucks that guy made, those toy trucks. So cool. But there's this guy in this Toyota over here to the left, and he just was not cool. He was driving very recklessly, super fast, and I was just thinking the whole time, I'm like, he's gonna get in a head-on collision and I'm gonna have to do CPR on him. Yeah, that was very unpleasant the way he was driving, very reckless. And here's some cool guys on this motorcycle, and we tried to communicate, again, with my hearing loss and the language barrier and stuff. It kind of boils down to fist bumps and smiles, but I love that too. And look at this road. Isn't this great? Now we're down to 2 lanes here, one in either direction. And look at this guy laying on the roadway. I wonder if he wasn't feeling well. And I saw this woman here, and I wondered if she was kind of looking after him. But yeah, fruit stands along the road and all kinds of stuff. It was pretty crazy. And here's this Toyota again, like cutting me off and just so reckless. See, he got pretty close to that semi. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Gives me the willies. And then we get out to this big bridge. Look at it out to the left. But then he stops right in the roadway. Like, oh my gosh, you're gonna hurt somebody. But look at these bridges. Oh my Lord. So dramatic over these huge ravines, giant valleys, and those mountains. It's really an incredible place. And there's the city of Ibague where I'm staying the night. And those were pretty intense roads. Some of them were pretty steep, and this one's pretty beat up and rough. But again, I got turned around, so I'm having to look at my phone because the GPS is dead, right? So I have to look at Waze on my phone, which, not being able to see the map is really difficult for me. And that little doggy was crazy. Look at his crazy face. Get out of the road. But finally, I get close to where I'm staying, and it's just like more crazy traffic. But I got there eventually. Thank you so much for watching and tagging along. Thank you for everyone who has contributed. Really appreciate you. Please give this video a thumbs up. And this was a very long day for me. Peace and love to you all.